The NBA second round is in full swing. Let's talk about it. Alright, James, coming off a big one last week, but it's season 6, episode 8. So, how you feeling?
Good. Another NBA episode, pretty easy one. Definitely feels like right now in the sports world, it's kind of just flatlined, right? It's just kind of like normal until we get to those conference finals, right? That's when it really starts to pick up. You get really, really good basketball in the conference finals.
This round sucks, dude.
Yeah, second round has not been great overall.
Well, it's not bad. Like, there's two bad.
It's just not fun matchups. It's just not fun matchups, though.
I think the Spurs Timberwolves series has been amazing.
Agreed.
I haven't watched. I'm gonna be completely transparent here. I haven't watched a second of that. I think I watched a little bit of the Pistons Cavs series, which I think it'd be great. Like, I would love to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it. But the Spurs T-Wolves series is definitely one where it's definitely intriguing me.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And then I tried to sit down and watch LeBron's last game. And I was like, I hate this, but I'm going to watch until LeBron scores. And then he scored.
Then you're like, nah, I'm good.
And I was done.
Yeah, valid. LeBron's last game. Question.
It starts at 9:30, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, not to give away our time zone or anything. So, hand over the cellular device, please.
Oh, yeah. Where do we want to go first? Going to the East first?
Let's go to the East first, man. That's what it says on our agenda here.
Okay.
Pull this up. Okay. Let's do Pistons Cavs first. Or do you want to do that second?
No, let's do that second because it's still going on.
Yeah, because it's still going. So let's do Knicks Sixers. I might as well give you 10 seconds for this one, but you can go ahead. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, the Knicks sweep the 76ers. The Knicks truly look unbeatable right now. Yes, the matchups have been kind of mid, but the defensive energy with the elite offense has been awesome to watch. Brunson is Mr. Clutch, and Cat genuinely looks like the best player on the floor. Daryl Morey has been fired for the Sixers. So what's the next step for them? Joel Embiid's been awesome. Paul George was actually great, and Maxey and Edgecombe are legit. So, what's the next move? They could use a guy like Jared McCain right now. So, New York gets a week of rest heading into the Eastern Conference Finals. Against Detroit.
Time! Good stuff there, kid.
There's no point in needing 30 seconds.
Just a reminder, you got 30 seconds, so you can fit in however much you need. Alright, is that like cutting you off? Anyway, so Knicks Sixers, kind of a bloodbath. I believe I remember somebody saying on the last episode, no, there won't be 2 sweeps. No, the Sixers will get one.
I'd agree.
I didn't necessarily disagree. But, it was just a weird series. Like, the Knicks just are a better team. And it was very clear. And the Knicks are playing like this, because the Sixers team is no joke. They just beat the 2 seed, right, the Celtics. So, if the Knicks can play like this, they could be unbeatable. And we've seen that at points in the last 3 playoffs now. At points, they're like this, and they are just unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also getting points where, they're losing 2 games where they play in the first round, the Hawks, and they're going to end up beating their match at some point, probably. But if they keep playing like this, there's nothing stopping them.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that obviously, they got the 6th seed, and now they got in the 7th seed, which is kind of it's not great matchups. Obviously, this is what I kind of said. So, when they run into a Cleveland or a Detroit, that is going to be the best opponent they faced. And Detroit and Cleveland, both of them kind of dominated the Knicks in the regular season, especially after the trade deadline. Both teams were way better than the Knicks. So it'll be interesting to see kind of that matchup because that'll be their first real test. But I think it is good. I think one of the conversations is rest really a good thing for the Knicks? Like a week of rest, a week plus worth of rest. Is that a big thing, or is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think is the conversation.
I mean, they had a solid amount of rest after the first round, and they came out firing. So,
sure.
I don't know. The Knicks, I think in the past, you've seen them in the last couple of years come off of big series wins and kind of slow a little bit. And you kind of saw in this series, maybe there were closer games at the start, but I think for the most part they just kind of ran through them. But yeah, this will be interesting to see how the Knicks respond to this rest.
Yeah, I think another storyline has been Mike Brown, their new coach coming in, and been totally different than what Tom Thibodeau did in the playoffs last year. They are not getting burnt out, and they have so many options offensively off the bench right now.
That's so valuable in the conference. Once you get to the conference finals,
yeah.
this, you kind of seen that the last couple of years.
Yeah, there's just some guy is going to give you a game, whether it's Miles McBride, who played 10 minutes in game 1, but then in game 4 played almost 30 and dropped 28. is like that's the kind of thing where you have so many different pieces where a guy can plug and play, and especially OG going down kind of sucks. With a week of rest, he should be okay. But they really wasn't needed. But OG has been awesome. Cat has been truly incredible. Some of the passes he's made, because he's been doubled in the playoffs a lot, and especially in this series, he's been doubled a ton, especially off the pick and pop, and he's done a really, really good job at passing out of it. He genuinely has looked like the best Nick on the floor. Brunson's been awesome, but Cat looks like incredible.
Yeah, I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, it's almost like all these guys are NBA players.
Yeah,
that can shoot the ball really well.
That's true.
And score the ball.
But we could say the same thing about the Brooklyn Nets. And
yeah, well, of course in this guys. But, like, I got to give you a game. So, like, Tom Thibodeau kind of leaning on only 8 guys. It was kind of an interesting strategy, you know?
Not even 8 guys sometimes.
Especially when 2 of them start having rough games and then you don't put it anywhere else.
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool, like Mike Brown in the first round, how he benched Mikal Bridges, and then when Mikal gets the starting role 2 games later, he, like, pops off, right? Like, it's pretty incredible how much I think Mike Brown trusts his guys to come in and play well.
Jordan Clarkson on the Knicks?
Yeah, you know that?
No, he's not playing, like, at all either.
No, he's not. That's the thing. Like, the Knicks are
Crazy.
the Knicks
They're
are
so
playing.
stacked.
Yeah, they have so many pieces offensively off the bench, and their defense has been awesome. Like, their defense, I think, from last year has stepped up a notch, and obviously having OG and Josh Hart has been kind of the pinnacle of that because Brunson and Cat don't really play defense. But yeah, no, they're pretty dang stacked.
Yeah, OG Anunoby's having a good series. He's averaging 21.
Yeah, he's incredible. He went down in the last 2 games though.
He's only played 8 out of 10, but yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, this playoffs hasn't really started for the Knicks.
I'd agree.
Like, I want to see them against a top team and see how they perform, and you're going to see that in the next round, whether it's against the Cavs or the Pistons. But like, yeah.
I really want to see the Detroit matchup. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Detroit wins the series or not, but I really want to see that series in the Eastern Conference Finals because that will be like pure cinema, especially since they played last year and the Knicks got them where the Pistons actually played a better series and the Knicks just won based off talent. That would be a crazy rematch. But the Cavs, if they get there too, would be both. I think will be really, really good Eastern Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. And thinking that like one of those 3 teams is going to be in the NBA Finals is pretty cool.
Yeah,
like Pistons, Cavs, Knicks. Like one of them's going to be in the NBA Finals playing for a championship. So.
Yeah, the Thunder on the other side. All right.
No, yeah, probably. Want to get to our next series?
Yeah, I guess.
There's not much to talk about with that one, honestly. Is there anything we want to talk about with the Sixers?
I mean,
not really.
They look kind of back.
Yeah.
Which is good. Firing Daryl Morey should have happened a long time ago, but like, okay, you got Embiid, you got Maxey, you got Edgecombe, like you got Paul George who's looking good. Like, what are you gonna do about it though? Because like they're obviously not going to win a championship right now. They need to add something and try to go bigger push in the next couple of years, or else their window's gonna close.
I agree, and I think like what the question is like what do you need to add? Like a bunch of role players around them? Well, right? Like once again, Jeremy McCain fit that mold perfectly.
Yeah, Jeremy McCain would be perfect.
Like guys like
that.
Yeah,
like a scorer, like somebody that can come off the bench and be like a spark plug, or like a defender. I don't know, but yeah, they like kind of like.
It's also development.
Outside of those 4 guys, it's just kind of...
Also some development, right? Like, VJ has so much left in his game that he can develop. Same thing with Maxey. Like, Maxey has a ton of development still needed, even though he's a superstar. Paul George and Embiid are kind of done. But, like, those 2 guys can still develop into better players.
Joel Embiid won the MVP.
Now. Yeah.
He's fairly done.
Yeah, I think he's developed at this point.
People forget that. All right. Let's go Pistons, Cavs. Go!
This has been a dog fight of a series. Cleveland's up 3-2 on Detroit right now. They've won 3 games in a row. Let's talk about Jalen Duren for a minute. He is watching himself lose more and more money every single game of this series. He has been benched in the clutch for Paul Reed twice now. Cleveland has been able to... what does that word say? Oh, Cleveland's been able to survive because of the offensive depth. Detroit lacks that too. And even though Asar's been awesome this series, Cleveland... That was bad. That was a bad one.
Yeah, that was a really rocky one.
I couldn't read my handwriting.
It's all good, man. Happens to all of us. All right. Interesting series. Pistons have now, after winning the first 2, lost 3 in a row. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this, man. Like, this is tough. But, yeah, Jalen Duren, I thought he was playing well in the first couple games.
He's been horrible.
But, I guess not.
The past 3 has been horrible.
But, yeah. I think it seems like there's kind of a correlation between Jalen Duren playing well and the Pistons winning.
Yeah. When your second best player plays well, usually. Hasn't been the
second.
second.
Because he's like all they've got down low. Other than like Isaiah Stewart.
Well, honestly, like
but like he's not even that good. And
the other night in game 4 and game 5, they genuinely benched Jalen Duren in the entirety of the fourth quarter. Isaiah Stewart played the start of the fourth quarter, and then with 5 minutes left, they subbed in Paul Reed, who is their third string center, who is probably the best third string center in the league. But like, he played the clutch, and he actually played. Reed, he played pretty well. Like he played pretty well. But like the fact that you cannot put your all-star out there next to Cade in the clutch, like what? What are we doing? Especially on a contract year. Like, dude, what are you expecting to get paid? Because we thought upwards of $40 million, and now it's like, does he get 30? Truly. Like, does someone else try to swoop in and the Pistons have to match? Or do the Pistons go like, nah, we're not going to match that?
I think they have to. I think
do they?
I think they have to bring Duren back. Because the value he's brought to you in the... I know he's having a rough playoff, but, like, the value he brought in the regular season, like, he is a guy that can be so valuable to a basketball team and bring so much winning. Like, the way he plays defense, the way he can control the paint, like, that is very valuable, especially for this Detroit team.
I agree.
That lacks kind of outside shooting. So I think they need to keep him because if they lose him, they're going to, like they had the last 3 games, they're going to see, like, look, this guy, we need him around.
Yeah, because someone will swoop in and offer him something if Detroit's not willing.
Yeah, someone else will see it.
And obviously Detroit will have the option to match, and then if they do match, they also have the option to sign and trade if they were thinking about that, which I don't think they would. I think they're either signing them or letting them walk, but you never know. Detroit, besides that, it's been the Cade Cunningham show, right? Like, as it has been the entirety of the playoffs. And then I've been insanely impressed with Ausar Thompson. Mm-hmm. Insanely impressed. Like, he truly, I think, is the best perimeter defender in the league at this point. Like, I think he has stolen that title.
Herb Jones exists.
He's way better than Herb Jones. He has taken that crown. He's been able to guard Harden and Mitchell both in this series. And, like, in the clutch the other night in Game 5, he was trying to force overtime. Well, Cavs were trying to get out of overtime, and they were trying to score before overtime started, like at the buzzer. And he stripped Donovan Mitchell in the clutch. And, like, the fact that he's, like, 22 years old and doing that to Donovan Mitchell is pretty incredible. I've been very impressed with Ausar. And I've been impressed with some of the pieces for Detroit. I just don't know if they've got enough, right? And that was our question in the last series. And they did, but...
Yeah, Thompson twins, it's going to be really interesting to see how they progress as their careers progress, because I think those are 2 guys that are going to affect winning championships for teams multiple times in their careers. It'll be interesting to see where that happens, though.
Yeah, I agree.
But, like, yeah, they're going to get paid a lot of money to win championships, I think. Tobias Harris has been kind of a spark plug. He's been that guy that they need, that second scorer. And I think that's been really important. They would have got out of the first round without him. So,
for sure.
Like, that's really important because they needed someone to step up and be that. And Tobias Harris is kind of... I mean, he's not that good other than that.
Okay, he shouldn't be a second option on a championship team.
He's probably the most overpaid player in the league. Like, he's not that good, but he's showing his value here, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
His experience.
I think I've been impressed with Tobias Harris because he kind of just has been, like, the level-headed, like, gets the lane and score for the Pistons, which they've needed. But, like, there has to be in the offseason. They will not win a championship. So, in the offseason, there has to be a conversation of, like, who do we go get? Who do we go after? Do we move up in the draft to try to go get someone? Like, a secondary scorer for Cade Cunningham is crucial because there has been so much pressure on Cade.
Sure don't.
He sees yeah, maybe. Put him next to Jalen Duren. Double bigs. Yeah. Instead of giving Cade another secondary scorer. That sounds like something Detroit would do.
Jalen Duren is basically Evan Mobley, so. Not really. But
not really.
Jared Allen can kind of be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, good. But, like, no, there has to be a secondary scorer. And it's got to be most likely a guard or a wing. Like, it can't be another big man because Jalen Duren's probably going to have that spot next year. So, I'll be very interested to see what their offseason looks like because I know they're not winning a championship. I think they can get out this round. I think they can win 2 games in a row, but I don't think they can win a championship. So.
Yeah, definitely not. Now to the Cavs. James Harden's been so just exceptional. Mm-hmm. He's been everything you could have hoped he could be for this team. Like, he fits so well next to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's been playing the 1 for years now, and it's not really where he excels the most. Mm-hmm. So, I think having Harden there to just take the attention away from Donovan Mitchell and another ball handler, that's just a presence on that court is so huge for them. And he's scoring 20 points a game. So I think teams are going to have to switch up how they approach the Cavs because I think they're not giving enough attention to James Harden.
Yeah, I think the thing with Donovan Mitchell, like we saw with him and Darius Garland in the past couple of years, is it's like Darius Garland was not a pass-first point guard that was good at making the right reads.
He's a shooting guard.
Right? Like, he should be more of a shooting guard, but he's undersized, so you can't play him as shooting guard, right? Like, you have to technically play him at point guard, but he's not the greatest ball handler. He's not the greatest playmaker. He's a really, really good scorer. And that's not what you need next to Donovan Mitchell. You need a good playmaker that sees the game really well, but can also score a little bit, and that's exactly what James Harden is.
But Darius Garland on Pistons.
No. Nah, I don't like it. Nah. I mean, it'd be better with what they have right now, but no. I think James Harden, it's one of the best moves of the deadline. It might be the best move for this year, like straight up, right? Like, it might be the best move because it truly made Cleveland into title contenders. Right? Like, I don't think they're going to win a title, but they are a contender for a title, and that is because of James Harden. So.
Yeah, James Harden's been amazing. These double bigs still making their impact. The progression of Evan Mobley is interesting. The way he's been able to just score a little more every year. Once he hits that 20, they're going to have to trade Jared Allen.
Maybe.
They can trade him now. But I feel like the Jared Allen thing, that's a fan-made thing. Like, have the Cavs ever said they're shopping Jared Allen?
Not really.
No, yeah. Like,
there was one time 2 years ago.
I don't think they want to trade Jared Allen. I think it's just a fan-made thing, but I think it's funny. Max Strus has been, I think, really valuable for them. From what I've seen, like, he's been able to be a spark plug whenever they need him and, like, hit shots to get them out of, like, a rut whenever they need to. And that can be really valuable. And that's what keeps them in these games and allows them to win 3 in a row against the Pistons team that can really stifle you. So, maybe something the Magic weren't as good at. They got stifled, whereas the Cavs, using the guys that can shoot throughout the team,
they can shoot. They can all shoot.
I think one thing that's been interesting to me in this series has been the guard play. Besides, like, the studs, right? Like, besides Cade, besides Harden, and besides Donovan Mitchell, like, who's going to win those guard play minutes when those guys are off the floor? And I've been very impressed with Dennis Jenkins for the Pistons. Like, he has kind of filled a void as a scorer, which is insane because he kind of came out of nowhere. And then Strus and Schroeder has been awesome. Cleveland just has a good amount of depth, and they kind of all fit the system really, really well. But I've been very impressed with the guard play. Technically not off the bench because Strus and Jenkins have been starting. But Duncan Robinson is another one. That was great. Game. Yeah, no, he started last game when Robinson was out. Yeah. So he's been awesome, though. I've been insanely impressed. And he runs the floor. He kind of speeds up Detroit's offense, which is big. So I've been very impressed.
Because I kind of thought Jenkins, he's like been like a solid little aura piece, but he's kind of sucked. Like he's shooting 35%. He's very inefficient.
Yeah, no.
So like the way I've seen him, I like this guy. Like I want to pay attention to him, and he keeps missing. I'm like,
maybe.
Okay. Well, like, I don't know.
But he's been great defensively, too, and he runs the floor. And I think that's one thing that Detroit kind of lacked, actually, during the regular season, because they do like to play in the half court, right? Like, they like to get into sets with Cade and Duncan Robinson guard-wise, and they play better in their sets. But I think in this kind of series where Cleveland is kind of running the floor, they're shooting a ton of threes, you do need kind of a spark plug, and Dennis Jenkins has been that. Whether he's been good or not, like, he's not supposed to be good on the stage, so anything you kind of get from him is valuable. In Game 5, he was really, really good, especially down the stretch, even though they lost. That was a great game. I wish I was watching that game. That overtime was, like, incredible. The Pistons just, like, went cold. But Asar got, like, 3 steals in overtime, and then he got a block on the last play before overtime. Dude, he's so freaking good. Yeah. Like, so good.
Interesting to see how this plays out. You can definitely see it going either way. Like, it seems like a toss-up at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is. The pressure is on Detroit, obviously. Like, you're down in the series, going back to Cleveland tonight.
The team that wins Game 6 will win the series. Because Detroit is obviously shown they're a streaky team in these playoffs. Like, if they win the Game 6, they're going to win Game 7.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing that happened in Round 1. Right? Like,
they went 3-1.
They went in Orlando, and they, like, dominated Game 6. And then in Game 7, they went back to Detroit, and they played really, really well, and they won. So, like, I can see that happening in the series, too.
They're a very bipolar team, and I think... Whereas their lows aren't very low. They're losing by, like, 5 points a game.
Correct.
But, like, their highs are where, like, they're going to go on a run and beat you, go up 2-0 in a series, or come back 3-1, right? Yeah. So, look for that in the series.
Because they're steady, and they don't make mistakes, besides Jalen Duren. Like, he's the only one making mistakes. Everyone else has been really, really solid for the Pistons. But when you have your second-best player making big mistakes, it's hard to win basketball games. All right, let's move into our next segment. Not too much today. Cue music.
NBA playoffs are going on, if you haven't heard. The 1 seed Oklahoma City Thunder sweeps the Lakers. Sorry to take your thunder here. And the Spurs up 3-2 on the Timberwolves. The Cavs, the 4 seed, up 3-2 on the 1 seed in the East, Detroit. And the Knicks sweep Philly in usual Knick fashion in the second half. Donovan Mitchell sets a playoff record with 39 second-half points in Game 4 versus Detroit. That was a lot of fun. I did watch a little bit of that game. Atlanta catcher Sean Murphy is going to be out at least 2 months with a finger injury, but it's okay. They got Drake Baldwin, who's like probably the best catcher in baseball. The Guardians trade for Gold Glove catcher Patrick Bailey, and the Giants in return get pick 29 in the draft and a prospect. Tight end David Njoku signs with the Chargers. That could be an underrated signing for later in the season. And the PGA Championship is happening this week. We're in the second round. The leader is, and they really don't make this easy on me, but Aldrich Pogator.
I think that's probably, it might be a little different, but that's probably not bad.
That guy is -5. Notable guys at -2. John Rahm, Cam Young, Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler. And in his quest for a career Grand Slam, Jordan Spieth is at even par, 5 shots back. James, will either of these teams down 3-2 make a comeback?
I'll go the Pistons. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to win 2 games in a row. I do think that the Spurs are probably going to close it out tonight, but I do think that the Pistons have the better shot at coming back 3-2 just because of the way their team is constructed and the opponent they're going against. So I'll go Detroit. Yeah, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm kind of crazy for saying this. I understand that, but I'm going to say both of them. I think both teams are going to come back 3-2.
Let's do it.
I'm going to pick the Pistons. I'm going to pick the Timberwolves. Timberwolves in the conference finals just go together. I think this is kind of like written in the stars. If the Timberwolves were going to lose this series, they would have lost it already. All right, it's written in the stars. I think the Timberwolves come back. I also think the Pistons come back. And they get a really big momentum shift in Game 6. Maybe I don't know how much they're going to win by. It's the NBA, but they win the game. And then they will take Game 7 because, like I said, winner of Game 6 is going to win Game 7 in the next series.
Nice. Question. Recent rundown. I think we could have missed something.
What did we miss?
Did we talk about it or did we not talk about it in the last episode? I don't think it had happened. The NBA draft lottery?
Oh, yeah, I missed that. NBA, sorry, you can cue the music again.
No, wait.
Cue the music.
Oh, cue the music.
The NBA draft lottery also happened. I forgot to put that in. The Wizards get the number 1 pick. The NBA is still semi-rigged because they just bought at the deadline big time. They got Trae Young and Anthony Davis. So they were waiting for buying, not tanking. Well, both. And number 2 is the Nets.
Jazz.
The Jazz. Number 3, Nets fell, right? Number
Nets
3
fell.
is the Grizzlies.
Mm.
Number 4 is the Bulls. Number 5 is the Nets. The Kings. No, the Kings fell to 9. Number 5 is the
What's the Pacers pick?
the Clippers. Number 6 is definitely the Nets.
Yeah.
And the Kings.
Seven's
Kings
Kings.
fell really far.
No, 7's Kings.
Kevin Kings. 8 Hawks. No one else cares about that. The Hawks pick. I hope they draft the worst player on the board. And now I feel really good about that trade because I'd rather Derek Queen than the 8th pick of this draft. So, yeah.
All right. Hey, do we want to talk about it all or no? There's no point.
I didn't say.
There's really no.
I kind of just laid it out with the whole tanking / rate thing. So.
Yeah, no. It was I actually kind of like some of the teams that jumped up though. I am very happy that the Bulls are one of the teams that jumped up. I'm happy that the Grizzlies are one of the teams that jumped up. Right, like both those teams kind of need a stud.
So I think I was happy about that. And the Wizards, I get it, they bought, right, and they got rewarded for it. And the NBA lottery is rigged in some fashion. I don't know how it's rigged, but it's rigged. I don't think it's rigged totally.
Yeah.
But I think it's rigged in a way. I think last year when the Mavs jumped, this is my take. I think that the Mavs jumped inside the top 4, and then that's when I think the NBA said, let's just give them 1. Right? I think that is more. What do you mean?
I could maybe it could have been the other way where it's the NBA said let's jump into the top 4 and then
they got 1.
Yeah.
That's also possible. Yeah, no, that's possible too. But in this kind of draft, if you are anywhere in the top
4,
obviously, but the top 10 picks are all going to be studs.
except for number 8.
Yeah. Are they picking at 8?
No.
Who's picking at 9?
No idea.
I'm trying to remember.
I'll look.
Because the Warriors, I thought they were picking at 9. Someone else was picking at 8. Maybe not though.
No, they fell to 9. Or they fell to 8. I mean, so
yeah,
I pick 7.
Okay.
What the hell?
I wonder who's at 8. I don't know.
8 is 9 is the Mavs.
Okay,
10
Mavs.
is the Bucks.
Gotcha.
11 Warriors. 12 Thunder. Of course. 13 Heat. 14 Hornets.
Thunder got another pick down there too.
Well, that's not set yet. Oh, yeah, 17th pick. It's set.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have their pick.
They don't. No. No need for their pick.
They don't need the 30th pick. They probably have the 31st pick. All right.
Let's start with our sweep. in the West.
Yeah, let's get into it. Thunder Lakers. Go!
All right, the Thunder sweep the Lakers. The Lakers actually won some quarters. Let's clap it up. Good work. The Thunder played like the Thunder, but I was actually pretty impressed with how the Lakers guarded Shea in this one. And while OKC dominated in a ton of facets, the Lakers, I think, showed the NBA that there are some cracks in this OKC team. You have to close the quarters, and they figured out how to shut down the MVP, which is very, very impressive. The Thunder sit in the Western Conference Finals once again, waiting on the Spurs or the T-Wolves.
Done! All right. Yeah, I think...
What do we got to say about this?
A very inopportune series for the Lakers. Like, they had chances early in the series to take momentum. They were winning at halftime, I want to say the first 3 games, and they just were always crumbling at the end because their best player is 40,000 years old, and Austin Reeves is playing hurt. Luka Doncic is too weak to play hurt, and the rest of their team sucks. So that's basically all it is. The Thunder just kind of dismantled them every second half.
Yeah, I think, and that's what the Thunder do, right? Like, the Thunder are so impressive at playing a full 48-minute game.
J-Dub came back. Did he? Wait.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
He got hurt in the playoffs?
Yeah, he got hurt last series. He got hurt in game 2 last year. No, he got hurt. He was for a lot of the regular season, and he's now hurt again. They think they can probably get him back, like maybe by game 2 or 3 Western Conference Finals, but they don't really know yet. So they're not gonna chance it. They're not gonna chance it.
He'll get a ring either way.
Yeah, probably. But speaking of J-Dub being out, AJ Mitchell, this dude has genuinely been the 3rd best player on the Thunder. Like, genuinely, he has been the 3rd best player.
The 3rd best player, by the way, the 3rd best team of all time. And yeah, and this is crazy because no one's heard this guy before. I hadn't heard this guy until 3 days ago, and I just thought about it. Like, he is the 3rd best player on the 3rd best team ever, and
crazy.
Literally, no one's heard.
Yeah, and like last year, he was on a 2-way contract. 2-way contract, and he was drafted at the end of the first round from UCSB. Like, he is a underrated guy who now at this point, the question about AJ Mitchell is he has developed as a scorer. He has already developed as a playmaker. He runs the point position really, really well. He also can run shooting guard. But like when Shea's off the floor, AJ Mitchell's always got the ball in his hands. I'm very interested to see what the Thunder could think about with AJ Mitchell in the offseason. Because I think Jared McCain right now, I'm very interested to see where he falls in the rotation. Because I think Caruso obviously will be gone soon. Dort probably is gone soon. So do those 2 guys kind of fill the gap?
Can they get rid of Dort? Because they would
have to re-sign him. They have to re-sign him.
I would re-sign him.
That's a lot of money.
Before a lot of players on his team.
It's a lot of money.
Because like Lou Dort, I mean they're going to increase the cap, so he'll be fine. But Lou Dort, the defense that he brings to your team is so valuable. Like, I guess the other team's best player, like, that's going to not be overstated.
You're right. No, I totally agree. I think it is a question, though, right? Like, I don't think it's a guarantee that they bring him back. I do think they probably will. And there's, like, the question of Isaiah Hartenstein in a couple years, probably needing a new contract. There's a bunch of things that the OKC Thunder, like, is AJ Mitchell going to be a long-term piece, or do you trade him at the peak of his value? I was thinking about this.
You got to get rid of either him or McCain.
Okay, so that's the thing. I think Jared's probably staying just because I think he's not going to want as big of a bag, and he's 1 year younger than AJ Mitchell.
It's probably even better. Like, I mean, but it's all said and done. AJ Mitchell, I think this might probably be like a little peak, and then.
So that's what I'm saying.
But I think Jared McCain is going to get better.
I think Jared McCain is going to be incredible, and I think he could surpass AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell's been incredible, but like, is this when you sell him? Right at the peak of his. Probably playing. I don't know. He could get better. He could become an all-star. Like, genuinely. Like, he looks like he's on that track. But I just don't think we know exactly what could happen with A.J. Mitchell. And I think it's an interest, like with J-Dub, if he slides back into the rotation, where does all the guard minutes go?
You can't take A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain off the bench. They're the same player. So, like, I actually never seen A.J. Mitchell play, so I have no idea.
Well, they're a little different.
But I don't know why I said that. But
like, they're both streaky guards.
Isaiah Joe. Same kind of thing. So, it's like, these guys, I don't know what they're going to do about this. Because the starting lineup needs to be Shea, Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Hartenstein.
Yeah, dude.
It has to be your starting lineup. So,
yeah, it's crazy.
And the rest of their team is just little guards who shoot the ball well and run. And they're the 3rd best team of all time.
And, like, another example, like Aaron Wiggins last year. Dropped 25 in the NBA Finals. Hasn't seen the floor at all in this series.
6 minutes a game.
Like, well, exactly. But that's like nothing. That is nothing for what we saw last year with Aaron Wiggins. So there's so many mouths to feed. And I'm interested to see kind of what they do in the offseason, because whether they win a championship or not.
Because they got Aaron Wiggins 2.0.
Who?
And A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain.
Yeah,
so they got
A.J. Mitchell actually plays very similar to Aaron Wiggins.
They got Aaron Wiggins 2.0 and Aaron Wiggins 3.0.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to have Aaron Wiggins 1.0.
I do think it is interesting, though, like, if they do get rid of Caruso at some point, if they do get rid of Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins, playing A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain in the same lineups, I think could be really fun, too, because A.J. Mitchell is a slasher. He likes to get to the paint. And Jared McCain is a shooter. So, like, I think that could be a really fun lineup, but I don't know what they're going to do. What?
I'd rather keep Caruso.
That's what you're saying, but eventually you have to stay young, right? In some kind of way. You have to stay young.
You can still keep those guys and be young.
But they're gonna want contracts. Like Caruso,
they're
Caruso's probably not,
because they have 1,000 draft picks.
No, agreed. But think about it. That means someone needs to go, right? Like if you're gonna keep drafting guys,
I get rid of Joe. I get rid of Aaron Wiggins. I get rid of maybe even Topic, and then
that's crazy.
And then get rid of Casey Wallace.
Ooh,
or Alex Caruso. It doesn't
like Casey Wallace at this point is better than Alex Caruso. So like,
is Casey Wallace a good defender?
Oh yeah,
okay,
way better than
Alex Caruso. Better than Caruso?
Oh yeah,
on defense.
Yeah, he might make an All NBA.
They get rid of Caruso, but you got to keep Casey Wallace. But like, you gotta have. I don't know why we're talking about this, but you gotta keep the defense and keep the offense without trying to letting the sexy offensive guys get a hold of you, because that's what teams do. That's how they lose. Like, you have to have defense, and they need to not lose sight of that.
Like I saw a mock where they get Yaxel Lindenberg, dog. Yeah. If they get Yaxel,
they could use another wing.
Bro, if they
could use another big
wing.
No,
they need a big wing. Yeah. A
so
big wing is crucial.
Chet and Hartenstein are gonna hammer down those two spots, but you need a guy you can put in at a stretch 4. Mm-hmm. You need a guy that you can tell Jada about the lineup, put him in the 2, like, because I think Hartenstein is like the way they've constructed this team is like so perfect. Like
Sam Presti's a genius.
They like Hartenstein was like, if you could ask me to pick, like, before that they signed him. If you asked me to pick like one big man who they would like need to have on their team, I would have said Isaiah Hartenstein, because that is like the perfect player to play next to Chet Holmgren.
You're right.
And like the way he put the team together is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I think the concept of having all these guards come off the bench and always having fresh legs and always running, like, it's not a bad idea. Obviously,
it's what they do.
And
they're all willing to sit down and defend. Like, every single one is willing to sit in a chair and defend. And that is what's so impressive, and everyone buys in. A.J. Mitchell has bought it.
And then 5 seconds later, they had a layup.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing about OKC. They're so good at slowing you down defensively and speeding you up on offense.
Once they get hot, you cannot beat them. Like,
oh, no.
You cannot beat them. Like, there was just, like, no way in hell the Lakers were winning any of those games, even though they were winning at halftime. There was just no way. They didn't have what it took, which is interesting. But if you want to move on to the Lakers.
Yeah, I will. Obviously, Luka Doncic. That's the big thing. Like, you needed him. You needed him.
What's LeBron gonna do? He needs to retire.
This is probably the biggest question, right? Like, what is LeBron gonna do? You think so?
Yeah.
You think he needs to go, or you think he wants to go?
I don't want him now. I think he needs to go. The NBA needs him to go.
The NBA in general, or just the Lakers?
Just like he's not bringing very much value. Okay. He's old.
Okay, he's bringing some value.
He's like he can play defense. He's gonna get worse. Like the Lakers don't need him. No one need, like, if he goes somewhere else, he's probably one of the Cavs who definitely don't need him. Like, he's old. He needs to get out of the league. It's time.
But let's give our flowers to LeBron James. If he is retiring, like,
yeah, he's
respect, dude. Like, he was the number one option.
I will not miss that or miss it right now.
What do you mean?
I will not miss that
if he retires. Well, probably shouldn't. Yeah, that would be a big one. But no, I really don't know what he's gonna do. Like, honestly, I have no clue. I could definitely see him coming back. I do really want to see LeBron do like a farewell tour, like Kobe did, like Jordan did.
Doesn't he say he doesn't want to do that?
No, yeah, he's kind of just brushed it off.
I think he's gonna.
He might
retire now,
which is so random for an all-time great.
He doesn't want that kind of attention and stuff. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he has in his past. Maybe not as he's gotten older. He doesn't want to anymore.
And also, yeah, he's just not. I mean, he gets the attention, and I don't think he hates it, but I also don't think he's gonna like attention for him like that.
Yeah, this point in his career he does not.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what he's gonna do, but whatever he does do, he will be taken back by the NBA willingly wherever he goes. Because I don't think he's going to stay in LA unless he takes a pay cut. And if LeBron James is willing to take a pay cut, that's awesome. I'd love to see him back in LA if he is willing.
And what he's worth.
But like he wasn't worth $55 million this year. But I will say he was in the playoffs. Like, he was your number one scorer, and you needed him. You wouldn't have won the first series without LeBron James, right? So like, it's going to be interesting to see what the Lakers in that conversation looks like, because I'm sure...
JT really would have beat the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Easily.
Just letting you know.
It'll be interesting
LeBron
to see.
at 60 will beat the Rockets in that series.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
I just said Dream Team Elite can beat the Rockets. Like,
well, no, we're better than LeBron James at 16.
Okay.
So, but it'll be interesting because the first conversation will probably be LeBron James and the Lakers having those conversations, and depending on if he wants to come back or not.
I wonder if does Luka have a say in this?
For sure. And I think Luka's fine if he takes pay cut.
I think the Lakers need to figure something out. Like, I don't love the way this is going. Like, the Luka Reeves thing's okay. I don't love it.
You gotta
have to be defensive down low. You gotta have another wing who's like a defender and can also score. You need another star.
Get rid of DeAndre Ayton too. You need a rim protector.
I don't think DeAndre Ayton's that bad.
But you need defense, right? Like the starting lineup that they ran out.
DeAndre Ayton can be a good defender.
Can be. I mean, at this point, he's a vet in the NBA and has not shown us defensively what he is. So like, he's been great offensively in his career. But that's the thing. The starting lineup just can't defend.
I would take him off the bench. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Like if he's willing to do that, or if he's willing to take the pay, that's enough to do that. But I don't know how much they're paying him. But like,
not a ton.
Like if you're not paying him a ton, I can love him off the bench. And you need a big wing, you need a defensive center, you need to build a team around Luka and Reeves. Get rid of, whether LeBron's there or not, he's not a factor anymore. Like do not build your team around LeBron.
I agree.
Because LeBron was perfect for that, but he's not anymore because he's 43 years old. So that's what I got to say.
All right, I agree. You want to move on to the next series, or you got anything else?
I got nothing else.
All right, let's get to the big series.
All right, Timberwolves Spurs. Hey, go.
Spurs are up 3-2 on Minnesota. This is the most intriguing series of the first round. I think most people anticipated this to be pretty intriguing, and it has lived up to those expectations. Now, when Wemby's in the game, the Spurs have dominated. But the T-Wolves have taken advantage when Wemby's been kind of off or he's been out of the game, which we'll talk about in a minute. The Dylan Harper development has been awesome to watch, and can Ant make his moment tonight in Game 6? This is the moment in his career.
Done! Alright, what timer is it? I kind of like that. Alright. You can take it now. So, look, at the start of the series, I was really intrigued because this can go one of two ways. In my mind. This can be a close series that the Timberwolves win because they're experienced, they're smart, and they know how to win playoff games. And they make the conference finals every year for a reason. Or this is going to be a 5-game series and the Spurs win. And right now, we're on Game 6.
You're right.
Which means, I think this is going to happen. And, the Spurs, I know Wemby did the stupid thing, and we can talk about that. But, they know how to win at the end of the day. They have the guys, they have the talent, they have the experience. Rudy Gobert can limit Wemby.
Oh, yeah.
Julius Randle can limit Wemby. Anthony Edwards can take over a game. James McDaniels can limit, one of the guards. This can happen. They have the team to do it. They can match up as well as anybody in the league with the Spurs. This could happen.
Yeah, I think the one thing coming in that I was questioning was, the young guards for San Antonio, right? There are so many young guards, and they have been awesome. And I think that's where I kind of gave the edge. You
don't even know which one it is.
Oh, yeah. They all play the exact same.
I'm talking about two of them.
I'm talking about Fox, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting Fox in that category, too. Fox has been good.
Well, yeah, but, I don't know. In my mind, De'Aaron Fox is De'Aaron Fox, and, Castle and Harper are the other two. That's one of the young guards just scored. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they just come... One of the young guards just scored again and again and again and again. I don't know if one of them's doing it or two of them's been doing it, but they could just average, they just come out for 30.
Yeah, they might be one of the best.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I think... And that was the question coming in. I was the guard... veteran leadership for the Timberwolves, right? Obviously Anthony Edwards, I think we don't consider him a veteran, but we consider him a seasoned player now in the NBA. He's not a youngin' anymore, even though he is young. But, we're not considering him on that level anymore. And then, even the guys Mike Conley is, another guy who is just, veteran leadership.
There's so much value in the playoffs.
Yeah, he does, and that's the thing. And that's what I think coming in, I'm okay, I'm giving this edge to the Timberwolves, and I think this gives them a chance in the series. But the Spurs guards have lived up. They are playing the best on the highest stage. Dude, he's so good. He's so good.
As a rookie.
And they are 20 and 21 years old, Castle and Harper. 20 and 21. And they are playing like this on the biggest stage. Harper has been incredible. I genuinely think they could be one of the best guard duos we have ever seen when they both retire. And I hope that they both stay with the Spurs their entire career or stay on the
Fox
same team.
Will be
No.
gone.
Fox feels like the type of player with the dynasty starts after you, gang. We start when you leave. You know what I'm saying?
Might be starting now.
I mean, it could be, but you also have the OKC Thunder, so it's
Yeah, but I don't know if Fox isn't the guy that's bringing him down.
No, I totally agree. It's nothing about them bringing him down, but I do think that Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper might be on De'Aaron Fox level as close as next year. Genuinely. They might be on that level now.
Like, it's close.
Castle's averaging more than him in the playoffs.
Well, Castle just has the ball a lot more. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, Fox has more minutes.
But he just had the ball.
Yeah, I understand. But like, yeah, Dylan Harper, so incredible. I mean, he's got 9 less minutes a game than De'Aaron Fox and averaging 5 less points. I don't know how good that is, but De'Aaron Fox has been amazing. Like, they definitely need him. He's good. His assist turnover ratio is really good. So is Dylan Harper's and Devin Vassell. Hold up.
Oh yeah, that's another guy. Like
Dylan Harper's is not. Devin Vassell and Julian Champagnie are both really good at that. Interesting.
That's been another thing too. It's like the role players have been awesome for San Antonio, and I think Vassell and Keldon Johnson. It's such a cool story with them being with the team when they sucked, and now getting to be with the team when they're winning. I think that's really cool to keep some of those role players around, and they've done great in their roles. Like, they don't need the ball. Vassell has been incredible off ball in this series. He's been so much fun to watch. And Keldon Johnson is 6th man of the year, and he does the dirty work, right? Like, they're so much fun. Julian Champagnie's awesome. Like, they have so many pieces, and they're so much fun to watch. And I really am cheering for them because they're such a young team, and they're so likable.
It's interesting.
That I want them to go up against OKC, kind of the bad boy villains.
Yeah, it's a win-win scenario. You either get OKC, San Antonio, or you get, the Stars align, Minnesota gets back.
You get a rematch
and they get another, slug out against the Timberwolves where it's like, okay, do they have it? Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, this one. God, I'm crazy.
No, that's true. You're right.
No, I can't talk. But yeah, I think they need to back up big.
Luke Kornet's been pretty good. He's played good minutes.
Good.
He doesn't score, but he plays great defense. And he's solid.
And it's just a weirdly put together team. It's like everyone's 6'6" or lower, and then it's Wemby.
And Luke Kornet. He's 7 foot. So
but Luke Kornet, I'm not talking about Luke Kornet. Luke Kornet.
He doesn't count.
He doesn't count.
I mean, he started when Wemby was out.
He's not a factor.
Okay.
Okay. Look, Keldon Johnson, Champagnie, both listed as forwards. I don't buy it. Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle. So, it's a weird team. It's kind of the thing the Thunder were doing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. But instead they start the guys that run instead of taking them off the bench. So
yeah. Except the Spurs' best player does everything that Shea does, but he's 7'5".
Yeah, that's also true. We didn't beat as much. He just hits people.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the evolution of this team because these guys are all stars. The Timberwolves are not the Timberwolves. The Thunder, they're all bench guys. You can get rid of them, but these are all stars in this league. They can. If you get rid of them, it's a big deal. And you have to get rid of at least 2 of them, I think. So, and you have to pick up someone big to put next to Wemby, like a big wing or a big backup big or something. Because I think having this being so small, other than that, I think is kind of a liability. Mm-hmm. But also, it kind of be really really good thing on the offensive end because you're faster than everyone and they can all shoot. It's Wemby and a bunch of shooters and Dylan Harper. It's fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd agree. I think a big wing is probably something they should look into in the offseason. And that could be even a guy they draft at the end of the first round or whatever their pick is.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't fall. But you never know. That could be just a young guy that comes in and plays good minutes off the bench. I don't really think you need to change too much in the offseason. I think it's they could win a championship. So, I'm not going to say change stuff in the offseason until, we get to that point. But I do think that they have a couple things that they could add. But besides that, I think you just you develop your guys.
Yeah, your 4 being Champagnie is not going to work.
Yeah, but I mean
it's working.
It is working, to be fair.
But it's not ideal.
Maybe, yeah.
And I think you can move into the bench. I like the 3 guards at the top. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
But you have 4 of them right now, so one of those got to go. I think Champagnie can come off the bench. I think that would be great. Keldon Johnson come off the bench. Those guys could be really valuable. Keldon Johnson's 6th man of the year.
Dude's such a stud.
But interesting to see how this team moves. But I don't know why we're talking about this again.
Doesn't matter. They're going to win. They might win a championship. It is possible that they win a championship.
So this series, Anthony Edwards, when he is playing well, the Timberwolves go. And the Timberwolves have been able to get back into games and stay in games and win games because Anthony Edwards takes over. You're going to need to see that in Game 6.
Oh, yeah. This is Ant's moment.
Because he's what they have right now. When Ant's not going, this team doesn't go. And it's very clear. And you can put on a game and there could be no jerseys and they could all look the same. And by the way the Timberwolves are playing, you could tell if Anthony Edwards is playing well. And I think that's
a good way to put it.
Yeah, and so I think now for them, they probably need another scorer. But for right now, Anthony Edwards has to take over these games.
Yeah.
And it's tough because he's got zero knees.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that's something that we have to give a lot of props to Anthony Edwards for.
Walking in the locker room between timeouts.
He's battling out there. He's battling.
Dude.
I think that one thing too this year with the Timberwolves, you can see Ant playing iso ball the same way he kind of did in the regular season, which it works. But sometimes when you play iso ball, you have some guys to bail you out. For an example, Dante DiVincenzo, right? Like when you're playing iso ball and you kind of they get into your hip and you're kind of you need someone to get it to. Dante DiVincenzo was one of those guys, and not having him is big, right? I don't think it's really.
That's the score.
I don't think it has messed with them not being able to win this series or not. I don't know if that's really the big thing, but I do think at times in this series you've seen Ant get kind of flustered and kind of needed just a solid piece, and Dante DiVincenzo has been that guy, and Julius Randle has just not been the Julius Randle that we saw in the regular season. Just scoring wise, right? He kind of looks tired. He looks slow. He's not running back on defense.
When you're going against. He should not be named in the paint. It's tough to score.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I think he needs to.
But even the 3-point shooting is
find a way. Rudy needs to maybe spend some time on the perimeter. I think just to let Randall get in there. But I guess Wemby will just help because Rudy's not a man sniper. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see because it's a bad matchup for Julius Randle.
It's such a bad matchup.
And so the flat there is a little undeserved, but also kind of figure it out. He needs to be able to shoot in the mid-range. And Rudy Gobert, he's going to be obviously a big factor here. He needs to be able to limit Wemby. Because Wemby goes for 35, 12, and 12. That means blocks. Then, they're going to lose the game. So, I don't know. Being able to move Wemby and kind of keep him out of getting every rebound and putting back every dunk, that's going to be important.
Yeah, I think the steady guards, too. I think, Terrence Shannon Jr. and Mike Conley coming off the bench.
Shannon needs to have a game.
And being steady. Right? You have to give Anthony Edwards rest. Once again, we're going to say this again, he is playing on no knees.
Yeah.
Right? He has to get some rest. And especially in Game 6 tonight, I think Shannon and Mike Conley are going to play really, really big minutes off the bench. And then as well, your scores, your big scores, Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid. Those are two guys that have to score. Right? Defensively, you have to be good, but the scoring, I think, is going to be the biggest problem for the Timberwolves in Game 6. Because the Spurs... Right, their back is not against the wall. They don't have to play lockdown defense every single possession, so they're going to take some chances, right? And that's the thing with the Timberwolves; they have to take chances too, and they've got to score on offense. I think the defense will come with the game, but I think offensively, you have to have a lot of guys step up.
Again, Shannon, he's been solid, but he really needs to pick it up. He's there. Needs to be the Dante DiVincenzo. He needs to be able to shoot the ball.
Tough, dude. He's so young.
He's 38% from the field right now. He misses every shot, and it's very noticeable when you're watching the game. He doesn't score. And so he needs to have a game where he drops 25 and is very efficient and is a spark plug for them because as of right now, Dante DiVincenzo got hurt. He's the guy. So if they want to win this series, he needs to have a big game.
Yeah, I'd agree. I also think Jaden McDaniels got to pick up the slack. Ayo Dosunmu obviously has been incredible in the playoffs. That's another guy. Yeah.
Well, that's big. But,
he's been playing the last couple of games. So he's a big piece, but I just don't know if they've got enough. And the way that the Spurs just dismantled them in Game 5. It's interesting. The Spurs have 3 losses in the playoffs. Do you know what their 3 losses, what Wemby has had or done?
Not a lot.
Okay, so the first one in their first round, he concussed himself.
Yeah.
So he got a concussion. He fell on the floor.
That hurts.
And the Trailblazers won. That was the one game the Trailblazers got.
That was really bad.
The second game, which Minnesota won in Game 1, right? It was Game 1.
And
then, Game 1.
Yeah.
And then, in that game, he shot 3 for 17. And then in Game 4, Minnesota also won. He ejected himself.
He decided to... Really? Well, that was funny. I turned it on right before that happened. I had it on, turned it off to go eat dinner, and then as I'm sitting down, I get a notification. It's Wemby just got ejected. So, if you did math, the time from when I turned off my TV to when I got the notification was 90 seconds. Which means I missed it by 30 seconds because it takes a second to get that. So that was kind of annoying, but I saw it and it was very funny. Naz Reid, Aura, out of Silver, not Aura. You need to probably suspend him for that.
Really?
I understand it.
Really? Okay. That's an interesting conversation.
I understand the fact that you don't, right? Because it's the playoffs and he's with me. But if you want to be Naz Reid for a second, he has the ball, turns around, sizes him up. Winds up and then throws it at her. This is full malicious intent, premeditated. He hurt him on purpose. Like
okay.
And Nasri flopped.
I think
Nasri did a great job of flopping.
I think it's a little bit too much.
Because Nasri with the delayed reaction was also funny and like in slow motion.
Oh yeah,
but like it was clear that he was maliciously trying to hurt somebody.
I don't think
premeditated, and I think that should have been. And if it's a regular season, he gets suspended.
I don't think that he was.
And if his name is Draymond Green, he gets suspended.
Well, probably yeah, but it's totally.
And if my dad said the same thing. If his name is Bones Highland, he gets suspended.
Maybe, but if it's Julius Randle, I don't think he gets suspended. If it's like
maybe.
The point is, I think I agree. I agree. He should have been ejected. I totally agree with the ejection. I honestly think he should have been fined. I do not think he should have been suspended. And I think the reasoning for that is I think they really looked into what was happening in the game. What led up to it. Right? Like, what made Wemby have this burst of anger? Because we never see that from Wemby. Right? Like, this is the 21-year-old prodigy that has been, like, so kind-hearted, such a good kid, is going to be the face of the NBA one day. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Are you even listening?
Not really.
Okay, cool.
I kind of am.
What are you looking up? Before I get to my point, let's see what you're trying to figure out.
How often is the flagrant 2 end up as a suspension?
Not that often.
Because like
not often. It happened like once in the playoffs, like a couple years ago. It hasn't happened. A suspension in the playoffs has not happened in a long time.
I'm not talking about just in general. Because I know that when you get flagrant 2, they have to look into it. So if it's like 20%, okay, maybe not. But if it's like 70% of flagrant 2 gets suspended,
it is not that high. No,
then like
it's not that high. I promise you, the stat's not that high.
I'm not gonna find it, but yeah. So it'll be.
But okay, here's my take. I think once again, Wemby is a kind-hearted face of the league. Has been such a good kid since he's come to America. Since he's been in the NBA, he has been like such a good kid, and everyone has loved him. So I think the NBA, they looked into it, and they're like, okay, what led up to this moment? Because we have not seen this from Wemby ever. This is the first ever time that we've seen, like, this bad of a thing from Wemby. So they looked at it, and they saw that the entire game, which happened in Game 5 too, and they still won by, like, 30. There is so much grabbing of the jersey, fouling, that is just going uncalled, which I am totally cool with in the playoffs, right? Totally cool with that. But at some point, Wemby's going to get annoyed that it's not getting called. And it was bad in Game 4. The officiating was not great in Game 4. And obviously, it happens all the time. One team probably gets favored by the refs a little more than the other team. This one was one of the things where, like, okay, the Timberwolves are getting away with a lot of physical stuff. And the Spurs don't really want to play physical, right? They don't want to play as physical as some other teams. That's why OKC will be an interesting matchup. But that's the thing. They looked at it. What led up to that moment? A lot of tugging on the jerseys. A lot of fouls that were getting uncalled. And Wemby was mad. Right? Like, Wemby eventually got very annoyed. I do not think he was trying to hurt Naz Reid at all. I do think that a lot of aggression came to him in that moment and a lot of anger came to him in that moment, and I think he obviously would go back and change it if he could. And I think even on his reaction on the bench was like, he didn't even know what a flagrant 2 was, like what that even meant. Right? Like, that's one thing where it's like, okay, we're going to suspend him. He didn't even know what a flagrant 2 is. Right? Like
he knows what hit somebody with his elbow.
But I think leading up to that, it's his first offense. He doesn't get flagrant calls ever. Right? I think he had 2 this year. So, like, first offense, he's not a Draymond Green type player. I totally agree that you should suspend him, especially in the playoffs in a big series.
Yeah, I think that they should. But on principle, they should have suspended him. I definitely think it would have been bad for the game. So.
But I don't even think on principle.
I'm fine with it. I want him to get suspended because I'm a big T-Wolves fan here. I really want the T-Wolves to make the conference finals again. But
why? What's the reason? Because they're going to get beat down by OKC.
I really like them. I'm the LSU guy. I really like the way they play. I like watching them.
They're going to get beat down either way. That's the problem. Like, you're not going to get a good of a series.
They're going to the finals.
What?
They're going to the finals, dude. Are you serious? The Timberwolves are going all the way.
Okay, the Wolves will lose in 5 to the Thunder.
No,
honestly.
maybe 6, maybe 4. But like I like the way they play.
Okay,
that's why it's a win-win either way, for me. Because
that's fair.
You get the Spurs, Timberwolves, or Spurs or the Timberwolves. Both would be great matchups to watch.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. That's a big. Wait, not a bang. We got some good shorts. We're excited, and we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully with a better MLB episode. We might try that 20 questions thing again.
Oh, okay.
Which was fun.
Okay, yeah. It's tough, but it's a good one.
Yeah, you just don't know ball. All right.
Okay.
See y'all.
I wish we did 20 questions with NBA. I wish.
See y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.